was shot from inside the plane moments before it crashed. I know you described it as very shaky. What did you see?
Well, what we saw, Erin, is a shot taken in the cabin that is a couple of seconds long, and it appears to us that it shows most likely the final moments of the plane before it crashed into the mountains. As we wrote in our story, that was initially reported by Frédéric Albert, very senior French reporter in collaboration with Paris Match. As we wrote, it's very shaky. It's very chaotic, but there are some things that are very much in line with what we know about the investigation so far. You hear a sound, a metallic sound that we believe is the knocking on the door. You see kind of a chaotic scene. You're able to tell that there are people, although fortunately I may say you're not able to identify any of them. It is a very disturbing scene.
So you are able to hear what might have been the banging of the captain and others on the cockpit door. You're able to hear passengers obviously reacting. People are terrified at this time. Are you able to tell at any point what was exactly happening at that moment?
Well, what is happening is, and again, what we believe is in the very final moments of the plane, is that plane heading downwards. People are being in panic. People are screaming, and in the background we hear that metallic bang that was talked about before. And what happens then is that something seems to hit the plane, or the plane seems to hit something, and it's jumping for a quite quick moment. We hear more screaming, and then that is the end of the sequence we were able to see.
So how was this video found? What we're trying to understand here is, did someone find a cell phone on that mountain? I mean, how did you end up with a copy of it? As you point out, your magazine, Bild has it, Paris Match also has it, but how did you get it? Where did it come from?
Well, obviously I cannot go into too much detail of where exactly it came from. It was a collaboration between Paris Match and Bild. It was initially reported by a very senior French reporter, Frédéric Albert, who found this video with his sources and then went through the process of verifying it. As we stated in our report, it comes from the people who were investigating on the site. That is as much as we're going to say about it.
All right, at the site. So let me just.
That is a rough direction.
Right. So let me just ask you, because I got to be direct about this. I know you've seen it. You believe it to be real. What you describe as horrifying fits what would be the final moments. But the French investigation agency in charge says they are not aware of any video. An official on the ground at the crash site told CNN any claims of a video are "quote unquote" completely wrong. I'm just trying to understand from you, Julian, how confident are you? I mean, obviously, if this is real, this is the only video. There is no cockpit video. There is nothing. This is very significant. How confident are you that it is real?
Well, we are very, very confident about this. And talking about the investigation, what I find interesting is what we learned today, that there actually were cell phones and storing devices picked up from the site. That is something we did not know before, and we did learn today that the French investigators are looking into that. That is something they revealed today after the report. Overall, we can say that many things in that investigation were revealed by the investigation in the beginning. I would say the major breaking news coming out of this was revealed by the New York Times, and we believe we are not sure. What we cannot say is if they have seen it. It's impossible for us to verify that. But we learned that that kind of wreckage, cell phone storing devices, were recovered on the site. That is also what the French investigators said today.